Welcome back for part 3 of the Fix the DJM-900 Nexus2. Yeah, now we're going to be putting back this board. In video 2, we took out this piece. It was facing like that, but we took it out. And this video, we're going to be putting it back in and reinstalling this frame plate and putting everything back. But yep, if any of this has been interesting for you or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you got to do. But yeah, get it to people who it could be helpful to. There was a lack of information pulling this stuff apart, and Pioneer DJ and Alpha Theta, whatever, they were very unhelpful in answering any of my questions about fixing this stuff. They, of course, want me to send it in and spend money to get it fixed. But yeah, I figure if I can find the parts and find out what's wrong with the stuff, then yeah, I could fix it probably. And so yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll get at it. All right, so these little, they're the little switches that we took off, the little ones with the like little tooth shape like that. These are all the ones that go, these have to be on here underneath this plate here. So they're gonna go right here, here in those little holes, and right here respectively. And there are 3 of them. Where's my third one? Okay, it's on the board already. And also, like these, all of these are gonna go, they have to be facing this way. So I'm determining whether it'll be easier to get everything hooked up and like lay these in there like this, or put them onto the board, because these are those little lights and they need to go onto the board like so. And so yeah, we're gonna put these little lights, there's little slots, you just clip those little clip things right into there. Five of them. Okay, so first things first, let's see. Trying to figure out how to hold all this shit is like the hardest part. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to connect these 4 little things. It's pretty straightforward, and then all these ribbon cables has to be connected like this, but then has to go into the unit like that. And so we're gonna do my best. If I cut any video stuff out, just yeah, it's because I was struggling or taking a long time, and so I just edit for shortness, but I'm not skipping anything. So These can only go in there one way. They're all different, so yeah, like they won't, you can't accidentally get the wrong ones in the wrong. Do these ones first because I think you have to really get these ones in there. This is going to determine if everything works or not, honestly. If I can get these things in good enough. But it was hard to take them out, and so I don't know how to get a good vantage. I hope you can see. I'm trying to stay off to the side so I don't block your view. Just feel as solid as I think I'll get them. Just try not to damage or put pressure on any of the small little micro pieces. You gotta be gentle, but it's like you have to kind of be firm as well. Oof. I think I got those. I think I got them good. They're nice and in there. They're gonna bend back like this. I hope I didn't damage anything or break anything. Again, I won't know until I turn this thing on and run it for like a good hour. So, yep. I've never done this before, so I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to ruin my machine, but yeah, it is what it is. It's either this or send it back and spend weeks or months with it out and still having to pay as much, if not more, than this part was. So yeah, it's at this point I'm at a loss because I can't rent it out unless it's working good. Okay, so those 3 ribbons are on there good. I'm going to carefully balance this right here. Now these little connectors have to go exactly in their little spots. So, and there's a colored wire for each one. They're in a little bundle. You can cut that little bundle open if you need to, but they all go in their respective color and they're labeled and everything. But these should be pretty easy. Just they're like little snaps, but I might have to tilt it over a little bit so you might not be able to see as good. And then the last one, this one here is going to be a pain in the ass. I just remember it was hard to get out, and so I'm sure it'll be hard to get on there. And we have to lay it all down there and seat it with hopefully nice and smooth and start putting it back together. Let's see. 2. Once it's all about the right angle. Just be patient if you don't get it right away. Try not to force anything. If it doesn't go in or is weird for some reason, don't try and force anything. Back up a little bit if you need to. Alright, those are all seated nicely. Those are connect all of our crossfaders to the board. The signal there. Alright, so now it's just this last, so I can only go so far forward now. It's basically where it's going to be. I'm going to let it rest on the little bundle of cords since it's softer than this other board down here. I gotta tilt this forward, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I gotta get this little ribbon cable in here. I have to go over. Alright, I got that in. So now we're gonna lay this down. All of our little switches are still on there. We're just gonna try and line it up as best we can to where everything goes right where it needs to. All of our little tabs are lining up, it seems like. All the little tabs are lined up, more or less. Yep. So I'm very, very, very gently pushing on there. Try and get it all to seat. I'm trying to get it nice and flush with this bottom board here. Jiggling. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to pull it up and try and stick these. So since that didn't work, I'm going to try my second option. Put that there. Those are still good. And I'm going to put these in. Oops. All right, so now they're all in there on the board. Let's try and seat it this way and see if we have any luck. Just trying to go straight down from the top. Hopefully everything finds its spot. I think, yeah, that feels super secure. It lays nice and flat with everything else. I think once screws start getting in there, hell yeah, I think we're in business. I'll get a couple screws and then I'll kind of flip it over a little bit and check and make sure everything's lined up and there's nothing missing or nothing fell out, but that feels really good. I think we got it. Next, we're gonna put these plastics down. These help keep all the ribbon cables nice and up against the stuff without it falling into the other part of the mixer. I'm gonna probably fast forward this part just because it's just gonna be a lot of screws just getting everything back in, and I might be fighting with it. Alright, so that should be good. Everything's on there. We didn't have any extra screws or anything. Everything's nice and tucked in. Next we'll turn this over and put it back on the chassis, and then yeah, start putting it back together. Alright, I scooted some stuff over, and we're basically just gonna gently turn this over and try and seat it. Nice and flush. Alright. Put my light over a little closer. Alright, so everything looks spot on. Got all the switches. There's our nice clean switches that we did up. Yeah. All the buttons have their thing. I did seem to lose a little felt. Oh, there it is. Just found it. This is why it's always good to keep track of everything with a video or pictures or whatever, so you know if something's missing. You can just see it. Review your videos. Alright, so I think now we're pretty much putting on Alright, so we got everything all back on. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to put in the screws and do the faceplate.